too close. Oh no, I walk away but I ain't losing. Oh no, I'm tired of people trying to fool me. 'Cause I learned the price of love. Don't give away anymore that easily. I just wanna level up.
If you manage a team, you
You're the life of the party, I guess. You crave all that attention. Where is everyone when it all ends? Always seems to be the question. I know you like to show it up. It's okay if it's fun, but it's not. 'Cause you talk about yourself too much. And people go away, they're not insane. As you think, oh no, I walk away but I ain't losing. Oh no, I'm tired of people trying to fool me. 'Cause I learned the price of love. Don't give away anymore that easily. I just wanna level up. 'Cause I'm stronger than I was, not the strongest that I can be. Pay attention, but never ask me if I wanna stay. Word after word, I feel the rising tension, but you wanna open up. Oh, it's okay if it's fun, but it's not. 'Cause I don't really wanna talk. No wonder why you're alone. I let you too close. Oh no, I walk away but I ain't losing. Oh no, I'm tired of people trying to fool me. 'Cause I learned the price of love. Don't give away anymore that easily. I just wanna level up. 'Cause I'm stronger than I was, not the strongest that I can be.
Are you gon' tell your secrets if I tell you mine? Who knew the truth would be so hard to find? Keeping it away from me, was it worth the time? Lately you've been distant, was this on your mind? What you keep away from me, what's your secret? Don't hold me out from this girl, I need it. You say that I don't have the control for this, but you play the game, say that I'm childish. Push when I poke away, so selfish. Now you can't run away from this. You can't run away from me.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are live. Answers.com. Gonna answer a bunch of questions today. Let me jam out to this tune just for a second. All right, welcome to the Answers Live stream, our first stream here. Welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody for tuning in. For the next 30 minutes, we'll be answering your questions about any topic. I'm Charles Peterson, your host from the Answers.com team, and I have joining me today two incredible minds to help get your questions answered. My colleagues, Diego Caffey and Julia Warner. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, good to be here.
Now, while Diego and Julia are incredibly smart, they're going to need some assistance getting all the answers to your questions. So luckily, we'll be using the Answers.com, which has over 100 million questions and answers to aid us today. Your participation in the chat is definitely welcomed. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And I'll be looking at the chat over here and pulling in some of those questions, bringing it into the chat to join us today, okay? So before we get started, I would like to do a quick introduction to the team, starting with Diego. Diego, welcome.
Sure. Hey guys, good to be here. I'm Diego. I've been in the company 6 years, and I run the product team. So super excited to have you guys walk along with us as we answer some questions. And if you have any, send them in the comments, and we'll hunt them for you.
Excellent. Julia?
Hey guys, I'm Julia. I've been with Answers for 7 years. I'm a product manager, and I'm into yoga, walking my dog, and movie. So if you have any movie related questions, definitely ask me.
And I'm Charles Peterson. I'm new to the team, joined in 2020 this year. I enjoy many things. I'm passionate about UX, UI. I love darts, disc golf, and I love gaming. So thank you guys for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get this show started. It's only going to be about 30 minutes here. We don't want to drag this on, but we definitely want to keep you entertained. So let's start with the first question that we have coming in, and this is a pretty good one. Sorry, I'm putting this now in the chat. Sorry, and there we go. Are giraffes more likely to be struck by lightning? That's a pretty, isn't it obvious? Yes, but I wouldn't know. Any guesses?
Like more likely than like other animals, I'm assuming, like than like a cockroach or something.
Right.
I mean, is the likelihood of being struck by lightning dependent on height? I guess that's why they have the antennas, right, in towers.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, giraffes aren't made of metal, I don't think. So.
Well, we're always told to stay away from trees when there's lightning striking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what you can.
Well, in swimming pools too.
And swimming pools, which is not high. Swimming pools are low.
Literally beneath the ground level. So I don't know how that works.
All right. Well, let's check answers.com and see what we have there, Diego.
Soccer fields too. Anecdotally, it's a big deal. You can't play soccer during a thunderstorm, which is a bummer for me. But
really,
yeah, that's right.
So Daryl Collins here answered at some point last year that according to a paper in 2011, animals with a large separation between their front and back feet. So I guess that's wide. That's not necessarily tall. That's just how wide you are more vulnerable to receiving lightning injuries. But
interesting.
That's still very unlikely because animals in general are not likely to get struck. But there's this thing called side flashes apparently, where it's like lightning strikes something and then there's debris and lightning that rebounds, which that makes sense. So if it hits a tree and the giraffe is very close to a tree, it could sprinkle them, so to speak. So
yeah, pong, like it bounces off the tree and like hits animals that are around, like.
Right.
Interesting. All right. Well, I guess we got our answer there. Shout out to the giraffe for putting his neck out on the line during difficult storms.
Ooh.
That was a bad joke. Okay, I see that we have one comment in the chat that says a little bit of reverb. Hopefully that has been fixed. My apologies. If it's still going, we'll definitely try to clean this up. Moving on to the next question here. We have, what was the original purpose of bubble wrap?
So I know it wasn't for what it's used today, which is protecting, fragile products and all that. I have no idea what it was originally created for. Julia, do you know?
No. I mean, like maybe some kind of like. Yeah, no, I have no idea. Like protective binding or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, I'll put it to you this way too. Then,
Wrapping.
before we look at the answer, is bubble wrap used more for stress relief or for protecting products?
this is true.
Stress relief for sure was not
Fair.
what it needed.
And not just stress relief, satisfaction. There's something satisfying about popping that thing, whether you're stressed or not.
Well, they have those fidget toys now that are based on bubble wrap where you can just press and press and press and press and it like automatically bounces back. So yeah, it's definitely been kind of evolved into more of a stress relief thing for sure.
All right, we'll see what you got there at answers.com. Show us, Diego.
Sure. So Kylie Nader, May this year, said that in 1957 it was created by engineers, but it was for 3D wallpaper. So I guess it was more of a art thing, I guess, or a deco thing.
That sounds ugly.
That's what?
Sounds ugly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and also practical, right? Because if it pops, do you just have like popped stuff on your wall forever?
Right.
So yeah, but a few years later, someone else that worked at the company that they were on used it to protect the first, or not the first, but the latest IBM model. So it started with computer protection. Interesting. It makes sense, right? Computers were much more expensive and thus much more fragile back in the day.
So it's used for 3D wallpaper, but once you pop it, it's no longer 3D.
Right.
Like, do you fill it back up? Like, I don't get it. I do want to give a shout out to Rick Charge says, first used for insulation. Insulation, I can see that. That's a good guess. So,
Cool.
All right. Well, let's move on to a little thing that I like to call food for thought. I call it that because Julia Werner came up with this idea. We're going to have a food for thought question. And our
Does that mean we all get to break for a snack here?
I think that's a call for a food sponsor. Duh. All right, we're moving on to this special question, which is what's your favorite bizarre food combination? Let me hear from you, chat. So, Diego, what do you got?
So
bizarre food combination.
Yeah, so I don't do this anymore, but I used to do this a lot in high school. So my cafeteria used to sell those Eskimo pies, like ice cream Eskimo pies.
Yum.
When I could an infinite amount of them. But they also would sell individual Pop-Tart packages. So I would buy the strawberry Pop-Tart packages, get one, put the Eskimo pie on top of it, get another Pop-Tart, mash it all together, and that would be my after lunch dessert in the middle of math class.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Not super healthy. Don't try that at home.
Yeah.
Gotta love that grade school metabolism.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what do you got there, Julia?
Well, mine's not quite as interesting as that. I really love Doritos and bananas together, like nacho cheese Doritos with a banana. It's a very pleasant taste. I'm not sure when I discovered that, but it's a good snack.
That's definitely bizarre. Nacho cheese and bananas. Is that what you said?
Yeah, nacho cheese Doritos and bananas.
Okay, got it. Okay, so
it's like
maybe it's the crunchy, mushy thing that you need.
Yeah.
So wait, so you cut the banana into little pieces and put it on top of Dorito chips and eat it like a dip on a chip?
No, I mean that would be pretty intense. No, I just eat the bananas normal and then just pop chips.
Well,
Wow.
I hate to say I don't have anything that's completely bizarre, but in the chat here, Jessica Ferguson says green beans and ketchup.
Ew.
I think that just means you like ketchup.
I think so too. Yeah, and look here, Amanda Legrand says American cheese sandwich and ketchup. So like a grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup I've heard of.
Yeah.
They're replacing the tomato soup with ketchup. I don't know what the theme is here. Two people here love ketchup in the chat. Heinz, definitely check us out.
Yeah, my fiance eats grilled cheese with ketchup and mustard, like a mix.
Yeah.
He dips it in there. So,
all right.
Yeah, I guess it's a thing. Maybe I shouldn't make fun of him so much.
Let's go to answers.com and let's see what our users have said.
Yeah, so Kevin Stringer here says microwave popcorn and chocolate milk. That's weird.
Sounds pretty good,
Uh,
actually.
Yeah. Scrambled egg and nacho cheese Doritos. So someone's trying to steal your
Oh,
recipe here.
scrambled egg. Okay, I'll have to add that to my my concoction next time.
Yeah. Let's see
I
here.
think I saw one a little further down that said grapes and Kool-Aid powder.
Wow.
Well, hopefully the Kool-Aid power is grape Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
We'll see. Somebody else said a little bit further down, Makai Schroeder said corn and peanut butter.
I feel like people put peanut butter on all kinds of weird.
Peanut butter is definitely universal, and it almost sounds like ketchup is too. I'm seeing some more comments in the chat. I see Rick Charge says ketchup is gross, just tastes like corn syrup. Don't be so high fructose, man.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
And then Todd Ross says just mix some hot sauce and ketchup. Yeah, he'll dip anything in it. That's almost like sriracha. Definitely a great combination. Not sure if that's bizarre, but great conversation. Looks like there's a bunch of comments there. That's fantastic. We're going to move on to, we have about 15 minutes left, 20 minutes left, so we're going to keep going through. And this is around the holidays since next week is Christmas. Can you believe that already? 2020 is coming to an end.
Finally.
Woo! The question is going to be, in a white elephant gift exchange, what does white elephant refer to?
Okay, so I had to ask around because I didn't know what a white elephant gift exchange was.
Yeah.
I know that it's meant to be a battle between your friends, I guess.
Yeah.
For who gets the best one. I have no idea where it originates though. So
you've never participated in a white elephant gift exchange?
Not like that. I've done plenty of Secret Santas, but not a white elephant one.
Wow. Well, you can definitely be my friend and you can join us. We have a $500 minimum in our gift exchange. So what's the difference between a white elephant gift exchange or what is the other, Santa gift exchange?
Like I know they have like rob your neighbor. Like I was thinking, I mean, a white elephant seems pretty unique. And I know in our family, like what we do with our white elephant is try to pick like the weirdest, most bizarre kind of like even off-putting gifts. Like one year there was a clock shaped like a bowling pin. Another year there was like somebody gave like a giant box of like 40 grapefruits, like just really random stuff like that. So I don't know if white elephant represents like just something bizarre maybe, but
it's supposed to be like practical joking type stuff.
Well,
yeah, the way we play it anyway.
Well, I think what I find in with most things that we really don't think about, and then we ask these questions, there's a lot of history that goes back to it. So I would not be surprised if elephants were being exchanged. But let's go to answers.com and see what we have for that answer.
So apparently, I was reading as we were talking, and apparently the legend says that it comes from East Asia when people, high rolling kings would gift literal white elephants to, adversaries, which I guess
ballers,
other ballers, as an impractical joke, because I would imagine even today, and especially back then, maintaining an elephant is a huge pain. So
yeah, wow, the joke's on them, I guess. Like,
yeah. Also, I didn't know that white elephants specifically existed. I don't know about that, but that's what the legend says.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, you thinking about having an elephant, would the food cost be a lot with that big of animal? But if you only feed it peanuts.
You're watching too many cartoons.
I know, right?
Elephant's not long for this world, Charles.
Yeah.
Rick Charge in the chat says it's fun to wrap stuff to look like something else too. That always throws a wrench in the white elephant.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like
PS5, but then it's like sauce
right
inside,
or a really big box with just a piece of coal inside.
Yeah.
I did that once to my cousin. I got her concert tickets and I wrapped it in like 18 different like bigger boxes, but it ended up being a good surprise. But
that is definitely
cool,
what's that?
Well, I was gonna say, it'd be cool though, is if you're going to white elephant gift exchange and that's customary, then I guess it loses part of the surprise. But what if it's like a secret white elephant gift exchange where no one knows it's gonna be it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're actually giving away real present.
Well, the duping people to pick yours or pick the ones that really don't have anything is a very dirty trick, just so you know. And that's brings us to our next question. Can a bar of soap get dirty?
No, right?
Well, that's
Huh.
a shower thought.
That's so okay. I guess why was this question ever asked at answers.com? Because like that moment I see envision is this person is in the shower and they're cleaning themselves and then they stop and they're like, wait a minute, is this soap dirty or clean?
But if the soap is dirty, then you're not clean.
This is true.
Right.
What's your
I
thoughts,
guess it
Julia? You're deep in thought there.
Well, this is really blowing my mind, to be perfectly honest.
If maybe the layer on the outside of the soap can be dirty, but as soon as you start using the soap, the layer of dirt comes off, and then therefore now you're at a clean part of the soap bar.
Yeah, because soap dissolves because you're putting it on yourself, and then it gets smaller. So the layers are dissolving as you're using it. So
I'm with Julie on that one.
Who uses a bar of soap these days?
I actually, yep. Thank you. I was going to bring that up.
I use a bar of soap.
I mean, do you use bar of soap, Diego?
Yeah, I do.
Oh wow.
Does it get dirty?
I don't know. Well, I can go find it.
Yeah, go bring it out here. So we can
Before we go see this answer at answers.com. And by the way, I use powdered soap. There's a interesting comment. Stu Felt in the chat says, why do we ever need to wash towels if we're so clean when we're getting out of the shower? That's a good one too.
That's a fair point.
But actually, I think the towel is just to prove how not clean you are. Because if the towel's getting dirty, then you're not doing a good job in the shower with your soap. So let's go to answers.com and see what they have for a list of answers.
Yeah. So Rashid Connolly here says that according to some studies, soap does have dirt, but it's not a big deal. That there is, I guess it makes sense if you're defining dirt as bacteria, that it is not bacteria free. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But it washes away as you do. So, it's not 100% clean, but it's less dirty than most other things, which is why, and it's obviously got properties meant to clean and remove the bacteria. So yes, but it doesn't matter, kind of.
Okay.
All right.
So we're kind of right.
Yeah, we're kind of right. Chat has put a couple comments or question marks. Powdered soap? No, I don't use powdered soap.
Yeah, can we go back to that real quick? Can we circle back?
I use the pink powdered soap, and I remember that from the gym. Whenever before the gyms upgraded their soap policies or whatever it may be, or maybe technology reached the gyms. They used to be like little powdered soap, but whatever. I'm dating myself. Okay, moving on.
You only shower with Mickey Mouse bubble.
There's nothing wrong with that because it doesn't burn my eyes. All right. I'm a big baby when it comes to soap in my eyes. All right, we're going to move on to this session I like to call, and also give you a quick reminder. We have 12 minutes left in the stream, so thank you for tuning in, folks. And remember, if you want to participate, just go ahead and leave your comment or question inside of the chat. I have this little piece here called discussion. And the discussion piece is there an actual strategy to rock, paper, scissors?
No.
So this one is interesting because I know from around the office that Julia has the best theory about this, but I'm going to say that I believe there is a strategy, and I think the strategy is straight psychological, that you can get in someone's head about what they're going to choose and then try to play that psychology game. I have done that. It has worked. I'm not 100% a winner every time, but I'm going with that. I'm going that the strategy is to get into your head. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, like psych them out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you're not going to choose scissors. You're definitely not going to throw scissors.
Okay, well, let's do this real fast. We're going to do paper, rock, scissors between us on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You say paper, rock, or scissors. Julie, I know that you're going to do rock. You don't have to put your hand up. You could just go ahead and say it. Julia's going to do rock. Diego's going to do paper. So therefore, I'm going to lose either way. Now, if Julia did rock and then Diego did rock, then I would put paper and therefore I win. So now I want on the count of 3, I want you to say rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2,
Saying
3.
it or going?
1, 2, 3. Say it.
Scissors.
Okay.
Scissors.
Okay. Okay. See now, but I was on my way to make you both say scissor, and I was going to say rock. So rock,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Wow.
Was that not going to work?
Yeah. Well, let me just say, I don't think if you're just like, blindfolded, you just walk into some room with some other person you've never met before, and you're like one round of rock, paper, scissors. I think it's complete chance.
Yeah.
I think the only reason there might be a strategy if you try to, as Charles said, psych someone out, and or if you're playing multiple rounds. So if you're playing multiple rounds because of the history of the previous round, there's some more data there where you can probably craft a strategy which may or may not be correct. But in a single round, it's complete chance.
Okay, so I do want to tell you this, as you guys did not know this, that I went to SkillCon about 5 years ago. SkillCon is in Las Vegas, and there's a bunch of skill games, okay? Random stuff between paper, rock, scissor was one of them. Darts was another one. All games around skill. Well, how come if it's so random, there's one guy is a champion every single year? That is not random. But let's see what Answers.com has to say.
All right. So Dylan Mraz here says that it is considered a game of chance, as I say, but that there are statistical patterns. I guess men are more likely to throw rock, whereas women are more likely to throw scissors. I don't know if that's what he had said, Charles. I don't know if you were right there.
I didn't say that.
But as I agree, like if someone throws a particular throw, like it wins a round, the next round, that's where that calculus starts happening in your mind that, oh, I won this one, maybe I just stick with it, or the other person says I lost this one, maybe I change it because I lost with the one I picked initially.
Yeah.
So kinda.
Well, and it's kind of like, I mean, it would be like gambling, right? Like technically the cards that you're dealt are all chance, but there's obviously skill involved in playing poker. So it's sort of like,
right. Okay. Yeah.
in enough practice, you can kind of figure it out, I guess.
Definitely a game of chance, but you can better your odds by using techniques.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Still. When I get back to the office, we're all playing paper, rock, scissors. All right. We got a question in the chat coming in. How many times do they say who? And okay, this is a Christmas one. Good job. How many times do they say who and how the Grinch stole Christmas? Now, I'm leaving this to you guys because I do not recall as an adult ever watching that movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, the movie, that's like, what, 2 hours long, but the book, maybe like 50?
Oh, are we talking about the book?
Yeah. Are we talking about the book or the movie?
I don't know.
Is a Jim Carrey movie, The Grinch? How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Yeah, right.
Well,
I'm sure there's an animated one. I'm sure there's an animated one before.
Well, yeah, I mean, they made the book into an animated one. It's like a Christmas.
Okay,
classic.
well, let's see, Diego. Did you find any results on Answers.com?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me show your screen. Let's see what are they talking about the book?
Yeah, the answer is 38. Here's a picture. I guess this is from the animated movie.
Oh, so it is about the movie.
Yep.
Nice. 38 times. I was not the person to be patient enough to be able to count that.
The Grinch Stole Christmas 0 times.
That's technically true because he gives all the presents back. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh, you just ruined it.
Sorry.
Okay, moving on to the next question. We have this question, and then we're going to do question of the week, and then we have a joke to conclude the stream. Want to thank everybody again for tuning in to the Answers Live, where we're answering questions that you have in the chat live here on our stream. And I definitely trying to pick some curious ones and interesting ones. This one definitely is one I'm interested in. Why is Friday the 13th considered an unlucky day?
Interesting. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's because of the legend that 13 is an unlucky number, but 13 is an aesthetically unpleasing number for me. But I don't know if that's because of
Why is that?
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Is it the way that it looks at you? The 3 is so close to the 1.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird. But again, it might be because I've been trained to to think of 13 as a unlucky number. Fun fact though, my apartment where I'm at right now is on the 13th floor.
Ooh, hot.
Yeah.
How about this one? Do you know that there isn't a 13th floor in most hotels because it's unlucky,
know.
especially in a casino?
I know, but there is one here, and I live.
And how's your luck?
Anything weird happen? Anything
Can't
else?
complain. No, can't complain.
Okay, so let's go to answers.com and see what our users have responded with.
Yeah, so Seamus here says, and this is very, I wouldn't have expected this, is that one of the theories is that it dates back to the disciples and how 13th is associated with, kind of the odd one out, the different one, in this case, the traitor, Judas Iscariot. So there's a little bit of Bible history, Bible lesson there for you. But yeah, there's another theory, says Seamus, that it goes back to King Philip IV of France. But yeah, it's some long-standing superstition that repeats itself through history. It seems.
Well,
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely didn't think it was like a religious thing, but
I haven't had any bad luck on Friday the 13th, just saying. Yet.
Yeah.
It's probably coming now. All right.
Mason kills everyone on that day.
Question of the week. This will be I was going to say penultimate question, but it is going to be the last question because after this we have a joke from the wonderful Julia Warner. The question of the week. This has been getting a lot of traffic on answers.com. And by the way, if you ever have any questions, you don't have the answer, go to answers.com and don't forget to download the app. Have the power of answers in your pocket, in your hand. So definitely check that out. That is at the Google Store, also at the Apple Store. So,
just like answers.
So question, it's hot right now. It's because it's on Netflix. How many children does Queen Elizabeth II have, and what are their names and titles?
So I now know this answer because I did watch The Crown with my wife. And I didn't watch seasons 1 through 3, but season 4 hooked me as she was watching it. So now I'm a resident Queen Elizabeth expert, at least until the 90s, which is where the last season ends. So I won't spoil it yet. Let's get into it. But I will say that this has been trending quite a bit, as have many other British royal questions. And it's because of this phenomenon that I'm sure most people have heard of called the Netflix bump. So another popular Netflix series that came out recently, The Queen's Gambit, if you haven't watched it, it's awesome, is all about chess. And like the interest worldwide in chess has gone skyrocketing. And so has the interest in chess within our site. So that's really awesome to see.
By the way, that's I've watched it twice. The Gambit. Queen's Gambit, twice. Oh yeah, it's fascinating.
What's the benefit of watching something twice?
What's that?
What's the benefit of watching something twice?
Because okay, so I go back and I'm like looking at the board to see what the chess moves were. Okay. And during the storyline, and then to break my heart, I can't spoil it. Because there's people who haven't seen the Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, definitely don't spoil that.
I'm not going to spoil it. But I did watch it twice. And don't shame me for watching something twice because I loved it.
No, definitely not. I'm rewatching Euphoria. Unrelated, but great show.
Julia, what's your thought on how many children does Queen Elizabeth II have, and what are their names and titles?
I mean, she's got to have at least a dozen, right? Like, don't they have
a baker's dozen?
To be fair, I haven't watched any of The Crown, so I'm very ignorant about the royal family.
She has at least one, right?
Right.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to drop in on The Crown for the Princess Diana stuff, but the rest of the earlier seasons didn't really interest me. But
all right, let's see what we have here, Diego.
Yep. So the answer is 4. Philip, who's the parent, who's the father. Numbers. What's that?
Sorry, I said rookie numbers.
Sorry, not Philip. Charles. Sorry, Philip is.
Yes.
Yeah. So Charles is the father of William and Harry. So he's next in line to the royal throne, although he's very old himself. So I assume he's still in line, but he might not even get to be king. Because I don't know how that will play out. But then there's Anne, who's the second, but obviously way down in the line of succession now because because Charles had 2 children, and now
Yes.
Charles, who's Charles's son, has two male children of his own. The third one is Andrew, the Duke of York, and the last one is Edward. So I think Andrew's the one that got into trouble recently. We won't get into that now, but I didn't know about his existence until that happened. And then Edward's the youngest one. I've never seen a picture of him, honestly. I don't know what he looks like.
Well, I'm going to say that answer is almost all right, because Rick Charge in the chat has a good point. Isn't all of England her children? Right on, Rick. Good job. All right. Well, that's
the British Crown.
What's that?
That's all I know about the British Crown.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to watch that series on Netflix. Now
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Or is it Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
This is going to end our stream, but a few things here. Julia's going to end this with a joke. And I did notice that there are some questions inside of the chat. Unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. There are some questions there. Why do we knock on wood for good luck? Very good question. There is an answer on answers.com. Stu has went ahead and linked that for you. And I saw another one. Why do we knock? Why do we throw salt over our shoulder? That's a good one, too. We'll have to bring that up on the next stream and find what those answers are for that. So to end this stream, Julia, what is your joke? What's the genre of the joke?
Okay. What do you call a snowman's temper tantrum?
Okay, we'll see if anybody in the chat can do this.
I think I know.
I have no clue. It is.
Should I say?
It is not yet. Give me 1 second. We got a little bit of delay on the stream. I'm gonna see if there's anyone in the stream who has the answer to that. Also, do remember to check out and download the answers.com app over at the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. You can have the power of answers in your hands like that quick. Definitely check it out, or continue using the product over at answers.com. What was that, Diego?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah. So definitely download the app. It's our newest addition to our products. Also, a big shout out to to everyone at answers.com for the great job this year and moving forward with all the great new features that we're implementing into the site. It's been really fun and exciting, especially I love reading the homepage with all the questions and crazy questions like this. And Nicholas Hall says, a meltdown. Is that right? That sounds about right. What was that?
He got it.
You got it. All right. Good job, Nicholas Hall.
Win absolutely nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah, you don't win anything, but you definitely get to go to answers.com and search a question. Right. So I want to thank Diego, Julia for joining me here today on the stream. This is our first stream. We hope you guys enjoyed us and you learned a little bit. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and whenever we go live, you'll be notified whenever we decide to do this again. So if you like it, definitely give us some feedback. If you dislike it, still give us some feedback. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And also, have a great holiday. All right?
Happy holidays.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.